Hello everyone and welcome back to another Doctor Who modern review. So today we are reviewing the Peter Capaldi 12th Doctor story, Robot of Sherwood. This was picked out in last week's one review, which was Utopia, the Sounds of Drums and Last of the Time Lord. I'll put a link down that I'll put a link to that video down in the description below, and also a link to my modern reviews playlist. Robot of Sherwood today, written by Mark Gatiss. I've never known how to say that, but we're just gonna say Gatiss for now. This is not a story that I remember liking prior to watching this just now. I've literally just watched it, written some notes down on my piece of paper here, and then recording this now. But before I watched this, I didn't like it. I put it in 9th place out of 12th on my Series 8 ranking. 9th place on my top 10 worst 12th Doctor stories, so not a story that I really like. On this watch that I've just done, I liked it a little bit more. I have issues with it, big issues, but not a huge amount more. It's still not a great episode. It's a goofy one. It is a really goofy one. If there was one word to sum up this episode, it's goofy. I'm going to be saying that throughout this review. It is so goofy. It is. I mean, the jokes, the constant laughing, everything was just so over the top, if I'm being completely honest. There were some high points with this episode, some goofy moments that did actually work for me, and not really some other people. That's what we're going to be talking about in this episode, in this review, and also giving it a rate out of 10 at the end, and then picking another episode out of my 75th anniversary V-Day hat of Doctor Who episodes. So we'll start by, as always, reading the little synopsis that is on the BBC iPlayer. I'll just read this out. In a sun-dappled Sherwood forest, the Doctor discovers an evil plan from beyond the stars and strikes up an unlikely alliance with Robin Hood. With all of Nottingham at stake, the Doctor must decide who is real and who is fake. Can impossible heroes actually exist? So it's basically it's all about this guy, the Sheriff of Nottingham, and his robots, which we'll get to in a minute. Taking over. But it's also, we kind of get this backstory with Robin Hood. Is he real? Is he not? And although I wasn't too keen on how that happened, but we will start with talking about Peter Capaldi as a 12th Doctor. He's very, very good in here. It's just what we needed after Into the Dalek, which is an episode that I don't really like. I do quite like it. It's not amazing. It's not one of my favourite Dalek stories. And the Doctor wasn't a great thing about that one. I thought it was way too arrogant, quite annoying at times. This is just what we needed. I mean, he is arrogant in here, but he's quite funny. He's quite, he's very, very good. Overall, very, very good. A little bit over the top at times. That's mainly down to the writing. I think Gatiss does do some good scripts. I do like Cold War. I like this. I like Unquite Dead. I do quite like Idiot's Lantern, and I like Empress of Mars. But the thing that he can't do, really, is do slower paced scenes. He's great at the action scenes, but when he does the slower paced scenes, they get really off, which is what I'm going to be talking about today. But what's that got to do with Capaldi? Why am I talking about this? Yeah, but I think the writing for Capaldi wasn't amazing, but I think in some instances it did work, and I thought Capaldi did a very, very good performance with this. Then we've got Jana Coleman as Clara Oswald, who I think is great in this one, actually, and Clara didn't get very high up on my modern series companions ranking, which I did yesterday. When you see this, it will be 2 days ago, because I'm recording this the day before I upload this, which is on Tuesdays. But not my favourite companion. She got 14th on my companion ranking out of 17. But I think she's actually quite good. I think she's probably the best out of 3, to be honest. The 3 characters that I'm going to talk about. I thought Coleman was very, very good in here and written quite well. I actually think Mark Gatiss writes Clara quite well, if I'm being honest. So then the other character that we've got is Tom Riley as Robin Hood. A bit weird. He's weird. He is so goofy. I've said it again. Goofy. He's goofy. And written way over the top and acted way over the top. And in his dark moments he's good, but he's just annoying at times as well. I know he was meant to be annoying. He was. That's just him. But come on, they went way over the top with him, with his character. Okay, in some times, but other times, just didn't like it, and I was cringing. The villains for this story, they're quite weak, in my opinion. We've got Ben Miller as the Sheriff of Nottingham. I think he's brilliant, actually. I think Ben Miller does a cracking performance with this. He's just not written particularly well. He's just not a very interesting character. But yeah, he just gets a little bit underused and pushed background. But I think he's decent. I think he is. Then we've got the robots, the little army of robots. My main issue with these guys is we've seen robots a million times before this episode, or even after this episode, a million times before in Doctor Who. We've had those little spiders from End of the World. We've had the Daleks are basically just robots. So are the Cybermen. We've got androids from The Weakest Link. We've got... I could think of so many others. I could give you so many others. But these... And then they're just the main villain in this story. Robots. Yeah, sure. No, I didn't like them. I didn't. And then we've reminded me of The Long Game. You know, we've got that really interesting character with Simon Pegg, and then we just have the Jaguar has to ruin it. It's a bit like this. We had Ben Miller's character, which was very, very good, and then we've just got these. We didn't need these. I mean, some army of some sort. An army of some sort, but not robots. Come on, we've seen them before. So many times before. And we'll get to the main issue I have in a minute. I'm going to talk about it in full in the bad parts, but it's something to do with the weapons, which I just don't like. Alright, we'll move on to the good and the bad now. So, scenes that I really liked, some scenes that I didn't like. But this story, there isn't much good in it, but there isn't much bad in it. It's just a really filler story. We got a lot of those in Series 8. We get those in a lot on both of the seasons, to be honest. I mean, Series 7 and this especially, and somewhat in Series 10, I suppose. I mean, but the filler episode in Series 10 worked. But yeah, this is just one of those episodes that I couldn't really pinpoint many good things about it. But this is what I've got 3 on here. Firstly, the Doctor finding Robin Hood on the bridge is just an amazing scene. I'm the Doctor, and this is my spoon. Perfect. Absolutely brilliant. Just excellent. Exactly what we needed with Capaldi's Doctor. He is hilarious. Great scene. But again, just the laughing at the end that I didn't like. The archery contest, it's completely useless and gives nothing to the story. It does nothing with the story, but I kind of like the scene, I must be honest. And that finally, when Robin and the Doctor are locked up, and that's basically where I like Clara the best, because she's just getting frustrated. It's like a sister with the 2 brothers, which just works really well. And the Doctor and Robin just fighting is just great, and they're going, "God, God," and then Clara just says, "Do you realise there isn't a God out there?" Brilliant, perfect, amazing. Mark Gatiss is very good at writing, funny and witty lines. That's one of Gatiss's better area of expertise. On to the bad now. Firstly, the main issue, the main bad thing with this one. Well, I mean, we've got the goofiness. We've got the goofiness, which I've talked about already, so I didn't put that down in bad parts. But first, the robots taking absolutely ages to reload. So I talked about the robots and how I didn't like them because they were robots, and this is what I was talking about before when I said I'd get onto it. They take absolutely years to load. I mean, not years, but about 10 seconds to load. Because firstly they've got to take their masks off, which they don't always have to do. But they take their mask off, and then they've got that little purpley cross on the nose, and it takes ages to shine, and then it just fires. And then the people, when that's doing, they're just hiding in the wall, going, What you could be doing is running while that's happening. Yeah, I didn't like that. How the Sheriff is defeated by falling off a bridge is a bit useless. I mean, I know they were trying to go for a big heroic ending with Robin Hood, yes, but I was just a little bit annoyed by how the Sheriff was defeated by falling off a bridge. reminded me of Tom Baker's exit, but we won't talk about that. The intro to Robin Hood's Merry Men were just a bit annoying, if I'm being honest. They were just goofy. Again, goofy. That's what I didn't like about this one. The goofiness. But the intro to Robin Hood's Men, the acting I thought was pretty poor as well. Especially with the Robin Hood's Men. I thought the acting was quite poor, if I'm being completely honest. But a rating for Robot of Sherwood, I've rambled quite a bit in this review. Sorry about that. But a rating, prior to watching this, I'd probably give it as low as a 5 out of 10. Probably about 5, maybe even a 4.5. I am going to put that up to a 6. I'm going to give Robot of Sherwood a 6 out of 10. It's not the best story ever. It's probably moved up in my ranking to like 8th, 8th at the maximum. So 6 out of 10 is what I'm giving Robot of Sherwood. It's definitely the worst episode I've reviewed so far. Definitely the worst. The second worst, this was Beast Below, which is a very, very good story. And the Who Addicts, that's their next video, their next live stream that they're going to do. I'm very looking forward to that one. But yeah, 6 out of 10 is what I'm giving it. What are your thoughts on this episode? Drop something down below. I would really love to hear. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, like, subscribe if you're feeling generous. I'd really appreciate that. It would be great. Before we get on to the other thing, let's pick an episode out of my 75th anniversary V-Day hat. What I want is as Matt Smith. I want a Matt Smith. I don't really want a Tennant. That's the Doctor that I've had so far. I mean, a specials would be okay because that's my next ranking video, ranking every video in the David Tennant specials in 2009. So that would be okay, but Matt Smith would be the best option. To be honest, I'm nervous. I really am nervous. I don't know what's going to come out. Okay, I've got one. Oh, I'm really happy. I couldn't be more happier with the one I've picked out. It is a Matt Smith. It is a Matt Smith. It is a Series 6. And it's Amy and Rory, and it's River as well. And it's actually not an episode that I remember liking, to be honest, but it's an episode that I know a lot of people really do like, and I'm on third, but because this is going to be the third time I've watched this, so I've done 2 marathons of Doctor Who, and I've dropped it. They were the only times that I've seen these episodes, but this is great. It is a good man goes to war. It is a good man goes to war. People, it is a great episode. I mean, I don't remember particularly loving it, but I am sure I'm gonna like it this time, because usually that's what's happened with a lot of my Doctor Who episodes. On first watch, didn't like them at all. Second watch, yeah, a bit better but not amazing. Third watch, brilliant. Absolutely love them. That's what happened with a lot of these marathons. Empty Child, The Doctor, Beast Below. Now Robot of Sherwood gone up a little bit. Now this, I am certain this is going to be a great episode, and I'm really looking forward to that. So, videos for this week. What's the plan? I hear you asking me. Well, firstly, I'm going to start a new series this week. Yeah, another one. It's going to be all about the it's going to be a top 5 tracks from Series 1 and 2. Do I have the CD up here? No, I don't. It's downstairs. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Top 5 tracks from Series 1 and 2. I did say that in my ranking video that I did the weekend. So yeah, that's going to be this week. Also, at the weekend there will be a 2008, 2009 and 2010 specials ranking. Probably last time I'm going to rank episodes, because I'm doing this at the moment and I don't want to watch those episodes and then pick that episode out of the hat. So yeah, that's probably the last time I'm going to be ranking episodes. This time, after that, it's going to be like opening titles, sonic screwdrivers, what else? Ranking the Doctors, I suppose. Ranking all of the Doctors, ranking ranking lots of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. So watch out for all of those videos. They will be coming thick and fast. So that is this video for today. Once again, comment your thoughts on this down below. Bye. And requests for future videos. That would be awesome. Bye.